Real E-Leezy, good afternoon. You feel me? Good evening on the East Coast, man. You feel me? The Midwest, down south, cross country. I'm gonna talk about this whole new NBA era and putting emphasis on the big three. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. So we got the big three, right? We're in an era of the big three. Every team, you know what I'm saying, supposedly has a big three. And it's like, it's more prevalent now than it was, you know what I'm saying, back in the day. Even though teams back in the day, you know what I'm saying, 60s, 70s, 80s, early 90s, teams always had a so-called big three. You get what I'm saying? But it wasn't made popular, you know what I'm saying, until the Boston Celtics did it, when they traded for Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett and paired them up with Paul Pierce, and that was their big three. But big threes existed for a long time, like, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do, instead of shining light on the so-called big three, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna shed light on, and I'm gonna call it the next three. I'm gonna use the Warriors as an example. As the next three. And for the Warriors, the next three, since they are having a lot of success, the next three would be Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins, and Kevon Looney. And I'm using these names because those are the next most impactful players on the Warriors. Now, I could say Otto Porter, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like with what Kevon Looney has been asked to do, being a backup center and starting the whole season in the front court, and what he's been able to do on a night in and night out basis, not being the most athletic or the skilled, you know what I'm saying, big guy in the league, he's been asked to go out there and defend the team's opposing best big man day in, day out, night in, night out. And he deserves a lot of credit and kudos. So that's probably why I put him over like a GP the second, you know what I'm saying, and excuse me, Otto Porter Jr. and players like that. So let's talk about the next three, because we know that each team's big three should be good enough to win a championship. But my others are considered the next three. So, you know how Shaq always says you need the others to step up and perform well if you want to win championships? My others are the next three. So outside of the big three, we have the next three. And I'm using that as an example because each team, championship level, should have a next three. In this case, we can go to, you know, the Milwaukee Bucks, who won a championship, right? We can go to the Milwaukee Bucks. So your big three is Drew Holiday, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Chris Middleton. That's their big three. But their next three is Bobby Portis. It was PJ Tucker. And you could say arguably what, Brooke Lopez or Pat Connaughton. You know what I'm saying? And those 3 guys helped them win. Well, 4 guys helped them win a championship. I'm only saying PJ Tucker because PJ Tucker was there last year. But if you take out PJ Tucker and put Pat Connaughton in, then that's what you get, because Pat Connaughton played meaningful minutes. He has been a rotation guy, you know what I'm saying? He's played meaningful and valuable and important minutes. And he's been able to produce, guard. He's been able to defend. He's been able to knock down, you know what I'm saying, threes when they needed him to make shots. So I would put him over PJ Tucker, since PJ Tucker isn't there, even though Bobby Portis has solidified the PJ Tucker role. But that would be the next 3 for them. Then we can go to the Phoenix Suns, who went to the finals last year. Shout out to Chris Paul, Monty Williams, and that organization. You know what I'm saying? James Jones and that organization for what they've been able to do these last couple of years. So their big 3, DeAndre Ayton, Chris Paul, Devin Booker. Right? But their next 3, Cam Johnson, Miles Bridges. Not Miles Bridges, excuse me, I'm sorry. Miles Bridges is in Charlotte. Mikal Bridges out of Villanova. Mikal Bridges and you can say Cameron Payne. You feel me? That can be their next 3. They help them, you know what I'm saying, make it all the way to the finals. And within 2 games of winning the finals, you know what I'm saying, won the first 2 games. So that, you can say that their next 3 were valuable pieces in helping them, you know what I'm saying, get to the finals. You feel me? You can just go across the league, the top teams in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? I feel like every team should identify their big 3 and then identify their next 3, because you need great star main guys. You need at least, you know what I'm saying, 2 to 3 star main guys. And that's going to tell you who's going to be there in the end. You get what I'm saying? So, and that's where people fit into certain roles. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can't be the man. You have to understand, in sports, it's all about sacrifice and commitment. You get what I'm saying? Everybody can't be that guy. You know what I'm saying? But you can fit into a role in which you can help the team achieve, you know what I'm saying, success. And with success comes money. You know what I'm saying? It comes more popularity, more fame. You feel me? More notoriety. So you have to look at it from that standpoint. Every team needs a big 3 or a big 2 and a next 3, so to speak. So let's go to the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets fell short last year. You feel me? Because, of course, Kyrie went down with the ankle injury. But they had their big 3. But outside of their big 3, it's going to be nice when all 3 of those players aren't clicking on all cylinders. It can be nice where all 3 are not having a good game. Or it can be nice where 1 out of the 3, you know what I'm saying, is having a good game and everybody else is struggling. But who's going to help pick their struggles up? That's why you have to have a next 3. And last year, I couldn't really identify who the Brooklyn Nets' next 3 were. You have to have others. You know what I'm saying? That's Shaq's others, and that's my next 3. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't identify. I couldn't say it was Paul Millsap. I couldn't say that it was Blake Griffin. You know what I'm saying? They just got Patty Mills this year. So I was just like, you had Bruce Brown. He was the most consistent. Joe Harris was inconsistent. So you have their next 3. You know what I'm saying? So who can we say that the Brooklyn Nets' next 3 are? See, and these are supposed to be teams that's supposed to be going to the championship. Like, you know what I'm saying, and competing for a title. You feel me? It just doesn't, like, it doesn't add up because it's no identity, it's no chemistry. You feel me? Think about that. Let's go over to the Lakers. They were one of the top teams in the NBA. You feel me? They were one of the top teams in it. Like, they were one of the top teams projected to win a championship this year. They had very, like, you know what I'm saying, high odds. So let's look at their big three: Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, LeBron. Okay. Chemistry issues. All three never played together in an NBA season, All-Star game, or Olympics don't count. You know what I'm saying? But you needed chemistry. Like, you get what I'm saying? You needed to know where you like the ball. You need to have you need to know where each one wanted to operate. You get what I'm saying? You needed the chemistry on defense. You know what I'm saying? Which they don't have. But that's their big three. Now let's go to the Lakers' next big three. Who can we say are the Lakers' next big three? Let's just keep it 100 right now. Who can we say the Lakers' next big three are? Carmelo. Who else? THT. Who else? Avery Bradley. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So there's the inconsistencies there. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be able to win a championship because they don't have an identity. See, a lot of these teams who's trying to compete for a championship have identities. You know what I'm saying? So you have to look at it like that. So we just, compare and contrast these certain teams. You have to look at what's really going on out here. You know what I'm saying? So that's very important. You know what I'm saying? Establishing an identity. And even for the young teams, like, it's very important because let's go to the Minnesota Timberwolves, right? They're in the play-in right now. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to establish an identity. Who's their big three? Anthony Edwards, D'Angelo Russell, and Karl Anthony Towns. Now let's go to, like, their next big three. We can say Jaden McDaniels. We can say Jared Vanderbilt. You know what I'm saying? We can say who? Maybe Naz Reid or Malik Beasley. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we can go and say that they have an identity. They're establishing an identity and trying to build a winning culture. You know what I'm saying? And then if you want to even go to the Memphis Grizzlies, we can see that what they're doing. Who's their big three? Ja Morant, Desmond Bain, until Dillon Brooks come back. Desmond Bain, and motherfucking Jaren Jackson Jr. You feel me? And then their next big three, you can either go Desmond Bain or Dillon Brooks. You know what I'm saying? As their next big three. So just think about it. One of them, you can go Kyle Anderson. You feel me? You can go Brandon Clark. You know what I'm saying? And then you still got motherfucking Steven Adams. You feel me? Then you can go what? You can go Tyus Jones. Like, it's certain, you can go different routes with that. Like, you feel me? And that's why they're building a winning culture, chemistry, and identifying who you are and what kind of team that you want to be. Period, point blank. We can go down the line. We can go to the Clippers. We can go whoever, Dallas, wherever. You know what I'm saying? We can go to the East. You understand, like, what's going on over here? And a lot of teams have battled injury, but I'm just saying, fully healthy, who are you? What kind of team are you? What's your identity? What kind of team are you going to be? You know what I'm saying? So that's very important. So if teams want to establish a winning culture, you have to identify what kind of team are you going to be. Who's going to be the main guys and who's going to be the next trio of guys or duo of guys. You know what I'm saying? That's going to help put you guys over the top. You feel me? That's how this shit works. That's how this shit works. Because you can look at, you know what I'm saying, even when Kobe and them championship teams, like his last 2 championships, it was Kobe, Gasol, and you can say Odom. And then the next 3 guys was what? You can say Bynum, you can say Artest or Ariza, or Ariza when he was there that previous year, you know what I'm saying, and Fisher, like, you know what I'm saying? And those guys helped put him over the top. And then, like you feel me? So you have to really pay attention, you know what I'm saying, to making sure that you have an identity. This is who we're going to be. This is how we're going to play. And everybody needs to buy in if you want to be, you know what I'm saying, a champion. Or if you want to have championship aspirations. You know what I'm saying? You have to be organized in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what y'all think. That's why I say, you know what I'm saying, the Lakers in Brooklyn, they going to be on the outside looking in. They don't have an identity. You got great players, but there's no identity. There's no chemistry. There's no sacrifice. Like, you feel me? It just doesn't make sense. You can't just say one-on-one here, okay, you go one-on-one. Okay, now you go one-on-one. Okay, now you go one-on-one. Because when one person is going one-on-one, the other person is watching. He's not setting no off-ball screens. Like, it's just sitting there watching. So how are you really being effective? See, when Steph doesn't have the ball, Steph is moving. Steph is opening up passing lanes for people, opening up shots for people, just by him moving. Steph sets great screens, off ball and on ball, to free and get people open. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be able to sacrifice a part of your game for the betterment of the team. Like, do you really want to be a winner? Like, what is winning to some people? What, just get numbers and we win? Like, you know what I'm saying? See, you have to be able to be selfless, bro. You got to be able to do other shit. And I don't see that with the Lakers. It's just me. Let me get my numbers. But nobody's really sacrificing nothing. Nobody's playing defense. Nobody is going to be like, I'm that guy, don't worry. Trust me, I'm going to lay it all out on the line for y'all. I'm going to play D. Nuh-uh. You don't see motherfuckers, the extra man rotating, and then the extra man after that rotating, and then the extra man after that rotating. You got to be on all on one accord, on a string. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I be trying to tell people. Motherfuckers don't really understand the game, bro. They don't have no concept of what it really takes to win and what that looks like. The grind, the sacrifice, like the blood, the sweat, the tears. It's nothing that's going to be handed to you just because you're a name. You're a popular name out there. Oh, I'm such and such, so shit, I'm going to win a championship. No, motherfucker, that's not the way it works. You know what I'm saying? You got to go put that work in. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about to the real basketball heads who really know this shit. You can't crown a motherfucker preseason MVPs and all this shit. You gotta put the work in. Nobody was checking for Joel Embiid, you know what I'm saying, for the MVP race at the beginning of the season. They was all banking on if, you know what I'm saying, Joel Embiid and motherfucking Ben Simmons can coexist and they can win a championship. And Philadelphia started off the season inconsistent and like up and down, like, you know what I'm saying, a 500 team. And then they had a bad stretch, and then look, now where they at? Because Joel Embiid said, fuck that. The identity of this team is we gonna play hard, you feel me? And you gonna run this shit through me. And I'm gonna put you guys on my back, and I'm gonna sacrifice because I'm gonna make sure I play D. You feel me? I'm gonna sprint back on defense. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna run that floor hard and flash. I'm gonna set good screens. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure I play hard, and you guys gonna have to follow suit. That's what a real leader is. You're establishing an identity and a culture. And all the other guys, Thibault, who can we say right now is, what's the name, big three? Philly. We can go what? Embiid, Tobias Harris, Seth Curry. Period. Now, if you really want to, you know what I'm saying, identify their next big three, we can say Thibault, Tyrese Maxey. And we can fit a whole plethora of guys in there. We can go Shake Milton, Danny Green, for Franklin Korkmaz. You feel me? It's like it's establishing a culture and an identity, and that's why they are, you know what I'm saying, 1 to 1.5, 2 games out of first place. You feel me? Because Joel Embiid has said, "Fuck this Ben Simmons shit, bro. I don't need that nigga to win, nigga." And you have to respect motherfuckers like that. And shout out to Doc Rivers, you know what I'm saying, and his coaching staff for saying, you know what, we're gonna build a winner here. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're going to do it with the guys that we got. And they might make some moves or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was talk about them trying to go after James Harden. But I don't know if James Harden really puts you over the top. You know what I'm saying? See, James Harden ain't never really won shit. See, James Harden is a numbers guy. And you want to wonder why motherfucking Brooklyn is not playing that good. Because James Harden isn't that guy. I've been trying to tell you motherfuckers, but motherfuckers be out here straight capping, bro. James Harden ain't never won shit. He couldn't get it done when they needed him the most. You can say excuses and say, oh, Chris Paul was injured. Oh, Trevor Ariza didn't make shots. Well, nigga, why is Trevor Ariza shooting 23s in a game, nigga? Hypothetically. I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. Some of those shots could have went to James Harden, nigga, if you're that good. Because, nigga, they took away what you like to do the best, nigga, and that's those step-back threes. If you had a post game or any other part of your game, nigga, that you can be effective at, you know what I'm saying, other than shooting floaters and shooting threes, maybe you would have had more success. You get what I'm saying? But he's not that guy, and then he doesn't play defense. So if he's not, you know what I'm saying, hitting those step-back threes, getting to the free throw line 100 times like we've seen him do in the past, because the NBA bailed this nigga out so many different times. If we're not seeing him do that, he's not really effective on the basketball floor. He's not doing shit. He doesn't play D. He doesn't give extra effort. You feel me? You can never say that about motherfucking Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal, or Kobe Bryant and Pau Gasol, or motherfucking Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or motherfucking Paul George and Pascal Siakam, Kyle Lowry. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can never say that about, not Paul George, but Kawhi Leonard, excuse me. Sorry about that. You can never say that about these niggas. You get what I'm saying? Because they gave maximum effort on both ends of the floor. If you want to be a winner, you have to be able to give maximum effort on both sides of the floor. You know what I'm saying? Period, point blank. And we already know why motherfucking LeBron won most of his motherfucking championships. It was other motherfuckers who carried him and did all the dirty work. You get what I'm saying? Period, point blank. That nigga ain't out here locking motherfuckers down. Those chase down blocks don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? One stop here and there doesn't mean nothing. But taking on that challenge every possession. Switching when you need to switch. Talking when you need to talk. Sacrificing yourself, you know what I'm saying, when you need to sacrifice yourself. It can't just be all about, nigga, I'm driving, I average 40 on 50% for the field. That shit ain't gonna get it done, bruh. Believe that. That ain't gonna get it done. You can't call yourself a winner and all this motherfucking hella great ass shit, and you ain't sacrificing nothing. Think about it. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to, you know what I'm saying, touch on and highlight. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, man. You feel me? Holla at your boy. And I appreciate each and every one of you. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you do. Feel me? The real E-Leezy, man. G Shaw. You know what's happening. And, you know what I'm saying? I'll get at y'all in a minute. Yes, sir.